Albius. Well, to find out a bit more about Gran Turismo, there's no better man to ask than the man himself, Kazunori Yamauchi. Ask him a few questions, and here we're in a press conference. This is part one. Get a few insightful answers to some of the questions you may have about the game. Part two will follow later this week. But let's take a look to see what the man himself had to say.
I'm wondering if you could clarify a little bit the digital license, what that will enable people to do. I mean, does that mean I can turn up to an MSA meeting and race a car? And also, what will you require from people to earn that license? Because I'd imagine, obviously safety is a huge issue in motorsport. It's a phenomenally dangerous sport. You're going to have pretty high standards for people to earn this license.
The FIA Gran Turismo digital license is something that we have discussed with the over 200 automobile clubs around the world and the FIA over the last 3 years. This has been in discussion with them.
で、もう本当に少しずついろんなことを決めていって、でようやく数ヶ月前のワールドモータースポーツカウンシルで。
so a little bit at a time, things have been moving forward, and at the World Motorsports Council a few weeks ago, there was a vote.
A few months
ago, there was a vote to actually allow this announcement and this project. So it's not something that we're rushing into. And what the program actually entails, the license is only granted once you go through a lot of different subjects within Gran Turismo that covers your manners on the track, the safety issues, all the behavior of the player are judged from different aspects that are required to participate in real life racing, and that only when you have cleared all those prerequisites are you able to be eligible for that license. And once you're eligible for that license, that information is going to be shared from Gran Turismo to the respective automobile clubs. And from there on, it's actually up to the automobile clubs to decide on how they're going to handle this. Even now today, the prerequisites for acquiring a motorsports license actually varies from country to country. The rules are very different. So once you're eligible for the license, a certain automobile club in a certain country might say, well, then you need to come to the racetrack and actually have a track day experience to do something extra in order to acquire it. And those stipulations will probably be different from automobile club to automobile club. And of course, motorsports is a dangerous sport, so safety is something that definitely has to be focused upon. Yes, and the FIA, even they have two main roles in their activities. One is obviously to organize motorsports, but the other major pillar of their activities involves, really advocating driving safety. So Gran Turismo intends to do both as well. So the partnership with the FIA is not just about entering motorsports. They also covers road safety as well. So the range of the automobile-related subjects within that partnership is very wide.
Will the GT Sport have any kind of damage?
Yes. GT Sports はダメージはあるんですか?
What kind of damage?
どういったレベルのダメージ?
そうですね。この現
So we'll try to do the maximum possible in the current generation platform. But that's sort of an obvious activity in terms of development. So it's not something that we're really focused on advertising per se.
In terms of the physics of the actual cars, how closely are you able to work with modern manufacturers to produce relatively current cars?
I guess in terms of how close, the parameters required for the physics engines that we create are equivalent or even more than what is required by F1 teams for their lap time simulations. So we're very close to the automobile manufacturers in the respect that we receive that level of information from them.
This might be a really obvious question, but the name Gran Turismo Sports rather than the name Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah.
will the next game, is this a separate entity?
So originally, we were very focused on creating the sport mode. That's why we named the title Gran Turismo Sport.
でも今になって考えてみると
Yeah, but looking back at it now, when you see the massive list of features that went into the game, we could have called it Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, so at this point, I think either name would work.
Following on from the question about physics, can we talk about specifics about what has been improved for this game? How has it changed from 6 in terms of specific dynamics changes?
ですね、なんというのかな、僕らが目指しているもの。
So, what we aim for in developing the physics engine is that that the driver has a natural feel for the car, and that real it does not equal difficult. Anyone can drive cars.
まず抽象的なレベルではそういう話。
So, and that's really a misunderstanding that's kind of become a standard around the world. Is that the real is it's hard. Real simulators are hard, but that's really a misconception that we aim to right and correct. But in order to actually achieve that, there's a lot of really minute details that has to be worked on to make that possible.
ただ確実にそこは
But that evolution is taking place, and even in the version today, it's still not at 100% of where we want to take it. But you can, I think, already feel what we're working towards.
You talked about competitions and championship, so the title. But is there also like another drive to being the champion? Like in other esports, you get money prizes. Are you working on something with the manufacturers?
今のところ金銭的なプライズに関しては
right now, the consideration for monetary prizes is something that we're being very careful with, because I think it's something that's not absolutely necessary. So, on the other hand, this Gran Turismo Sport has two facets to it. On one side, it's something that you yourself participate in. On the other side, there's the weekend finals that are going to be broadcast throughout the world, and it's basically like a TV program. And the thing about sport and a sport is that unless it's fun to watch and spectate, it doesn't work as a sport. And that's the reason why we didn't make it a drivers' championship per se, and that's why it's arranged to be the Nations Cup and the Manufacturer Fan Cup. So, for most of the players that are going to be playing the game, to be a part of the very top players, in the championships is not their objective. And I think sports wouldn't work unless it's something that's exciting for them to actually watch and see. So that's something that we really want to place some value and focus into.
So there'll be more content to come relating to this interview. Another part of it still to follow, plus more analysis and a roundup of everything we've seen so far, besides the gameplay videos still to come on the channel. But that's it from me for now. In this part, I'll be working on lots more content, and there'll be more from me very soon.